up in Montreal, NYCFC is currently 5-1-4. Does that matter at all in this case, or is it just today, right now, this week? Thanks.
I think it all depends on what you've got in your team. If you've had a lot of guys that have been there regularly and experienced, positive results, it helps because it becomes something that you use as experience and you reflect on. We don't have so many guys that have been there over that duration of time. But I mean, me personally, I've been there twice. We drew in the league last year. We won in the playoffs. But at the same time, it's a different manager. It's a good stadium with a really good atmosphere, and they've got a really good record there. So we know that it's going to be difficult. But the team again has trained well. The mood is really good. So, we go there really prepared to get a good result.
Okay, Michael from Blue City Radio, please.
Nick, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're using the week that you don't have to travel a lot to your advantage. We are less than a week away from the transfer window opening. I know you've mentioned it a lot that you think the roster is going to change. I guess to put you on the spot, ask you how quickly you think once July 5th comes around, you'd expect to see a player a new player in the NYCFC jersey.
As quick as possible. I think, you look at those teams around the league, Salt Lake in particular, they've had a guy in that has, that they've publicly, revealed and has been on the pitch, and they know that guy's ready on the 5th. We don't have that guy. We don't have somebody that's been in and trained, but we've been working consistently, and we continue to work consistently to make sure that we bring in the right players at the right time. And of course, if you find the right player, you want them in as soon as possible. So there's a real desire to do that. We are working collectively, and we will continue to do that.
Okay, Kristen.
Hi, Coach. Hernan Lozada is Montreal's new coach, came in at the start of the year, has worked previously with DC. What tests are you expecting from them this weekend?
Haven't done a game against him myself as the head coach, but I was on the bench, as the assistant coach when he was the coach of DC. We played them in pre-season. We obviously played them across the leagues. For us, we know that his teams are always really difficult teams to play against. We know that they're going to play 3-5 in the back. We know that they like to play with 2 strikers. They've acquired Bryce Duke, who is a dangerous player. Played against us for Miami earlier in the season. They're a team that's going to attack a lot of space. They're comfortable going direct. If we give them space, they'll play. So, I think they've shown they've got a strong home record, and we need to make sure that we continue on our journey and we continue to make steps forward to improve our results.
Roberta.
So Montreal has been solidly defensively, right? They've 6 MLS games without a goal, 8 in general since April 15th, having allowed a 1 goal to be. So when you look at that and you look at the way they're playing, what have they been able to accomplish, considering that they have a youngster in goal, they've changed their defense around? How have they been able to do that?
Yeah, I think they sit on both sides of the game. They're happy to press really high and be really aggressive and try and stop you from getting close to the goal. And you see the games where, especially at home, where you do control the game, and in particular the Nashville game, they're happy to sit with a flat back 5. And we've been in those moments in the latter stages of Salt Lake and latter stages of Portland, and where you have those extra players in. You can't sit there all game, but if you're comfortable to be in that moment, you can make the game difficult. And I think you see a team that's improved across the season under a new coach, a different style, because the new coach's style to the old coaches is very different, and the team has developed across the season.
New York City, throughout its history, has had very good results over there. Is there any particular reason why they've been able to play so well up in Montreal?
I think under myself is, when we played them in 2021, we actually played them in Orlando. Since 2022, when we went there last year, we were under pressure a lot. We didn't play so well. We had some key injuries, and we got a good tie. And then in the playoffs, it was a really, really good performance. So I think you get these streaks. I think, there's some stadiums, I could debate this all day. There's some stadiums that I've had really good results in, and some have not been very, very kind to me. So this one has been, but it's a new coach and it's a new team, and, it's a different game. So we need to make sure that we're prepared for the game, because just because we've had results there doesn't mean we're going to get, the next one.
Okay, Kristen.
Coach, one of your players got married recently, in Richie Ledesma. Did you have any advice to go along with the well wishes?
No, I think ultimately I have 100 jokes to make over this, but I think for him it is a very unique situation, because he played in Europe and this would be the off season, and then post organising of the wedding, the loan opportunity comes. He comes here. He'd been an excellent addition to our squad, and he went with our well wishes because it was pre-booked before we come here. Although I thought he was excellent in Atlanta, so we were disappointed to miss him in Portland. I think for us is enjoy your home life, but make sure you concentrate on your football.
Okay, Oliver Strand, last one.
Hi, thank you. Can you speak more to Justin Hack and how he has gone and developed in the back? I think he's had 4 starts in a row, and his performance against Portland is arguably his strongest. Will we see him there again on Saturday?
I think Justin is somebody that regularly trained when I was here as assistant coach, and I'm a big believer in especially in our sport, that when opportunity comes, you have to be prepared for it. This guy has trained for the 3 seasons, when I was made head coach last year, had trained consistently well through 2020, 2021, 2022. So he deserved his opportunity. This year he was disappointed to play parts in pre-season and then come out once we added James Sands, and the opportunity came again to play in the back. He has the physical profile to play in there. He's good aerially. He competes really well, and because he's a midfield player, he plays really well with the ball. So all that we needed was him to have an open mind, be motivated to learn in that area, and then just put the time in on the training pitch. The one thing that I wasn't worried about was his ability to put the work in, but you have to be a good learner. You have to be able to take on, the information in how you play in a back three, and you see some of the areas where he takes the ball. It's more like a left back than a central defender at times. But he's also gone in and played centrally in the back three, where you have to be the real leader. So I've been hugely pleased with his performances. I say again, as a young, inexperienced player, having a good game is really positive. The challenge is to have 10 good games and then to turn 10 into 15 and 15 into 20, and experience and learning helps you to do that. And at the moment, he's learning on the job. He's performing well. I thought he was good in Atlanta. I thought he was excellent in Portland. And for us, when we don't have the depth that we want, when we have the injuries to Thiago Martins and we have the international call up with James Sands, we just have to continue to work, continue to make sure he rests and recovers, and then put him back out there. But at the moment, he's been a real high performer in our group, and we're really pleased with him.
Okay, thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you.
See you next week.